Hi there, Reetu. I'm very happy to see these essays from you today. Good work. Continuing to practice and to submit your writing for feedback. So let's get right into the correction and not waste any time. The essay is whether humans adapt to technology or if technology should adapt to us. Let's take a look and see what you wrote. Undoubtedly, innovations in technology field have benefited mankind in many ways, such as computer, mobile phones, and internet. All right, there are several different things happening here that I want to address. First of all, this isn't really natural in technology field. Usually we say in the field of technology, okay? Then, mankind is one word, and then these aren't exactly ways that it has benefited us. These are just their devices, essentially, so they're not really ways that we have been benefited. I would use a different word. I would express this a little differently, okay, so that it's more accurate. Moving on. Therefore, it is vital for humans to adjust. I wouldn't even say themselves. You don't need the themselves after adjust. So, vital for humans to adjust to fit into this tech-savvy world. While technology has various advantages, too much dependency on it has considerably, not declined, but you could say has weakened. That would be a really good way to express this. Has weakened human intelligence, or you could say has, it just has weakened. This essay will discuss both issues by using examples from research and study in the UK. Remember, research is always uncountable, so you never put an article in front of it, ever. Okay, to begin with, in this digital world, it is important to adapt. Again, after some of these nouns, after some of these verbs, you don't need the reflexive pronoun, so you didn't need it here. It is important to adapt according to this fast-changing world of technology in order to enhance our career. The reason behind this is people who are not technology proficient are unable to secure a job or lose. Hang on. So look what's happening. You've got this interesting grammatical structure here. So the reason behind this is that people who are not technology proficient there are two things, right? They're one or the other. They are unable to secure a job or they are losing. Okay, how could you do this? I would have just said they are unable to secure a job or under threat of losing their current jobs. That would be a better way to say this because it's kind of fun. You've got this parallel structure here. So these two words here have to match somehow, and they don't. You can't say they are losing their current jobs. Doesn't work. Due to the growth and demand of technological expertise. For example, recent studies by the Department of Human Resources in Manchester. Now check this out. This is something that probably should be capitalized because it's a title. So, Department, Human Resources. That should be capitalized. So it shows that 9 out of 10 people fail, because you're talking about 9 people, fail to obtain a job due to the lack of technological skills. Hence, it is imperative for the people, not just the people, but people in general, so know to acclimate, not ourselves, because you're talking about people, so it is imperative for people to acclimate themselves with technology. I'm not sure, let me check. Despite the tremendous benefits and importance of technology in today's world, you need an apostrophe here. There is no doubt that it has ramifications, on human intellectual skills. This is because people often cannot do the simple tasks independently. Not the simple task, but just in general simple tasks. So get rid of the. Due to their over-reliance, this is usually one word here, or you could hyphenate it. You could try that. On technological gadgets such as computers, plural, and calculators, plural, S. For instance, research by the Public School Association capitalized these words in the UK shows that 75% of high school students are unable to perform simple math tasks, S here, without the use of a calculator. Thus, excessive use of technology has been impacting human intelligence adversely. That's nice. It's a nice sentence. To conclude, although to boost our career opportunities, it is vital to adapt ourselves in this not in. There is no doubt that extreme use of technology is making our brains weaker. We don't share a brain. It should be brains. All right, so nice job. There's some stuff I liked here. There's some good elements. So good work. Why don't we take a look now at your second essay? Okay, so here it is. Applying for a job. Let's see. Now, these are really interesting with these task ones because you have to include these three things. Now, check it out. It says possible qualifications and reasons, which means that you don't want one of each. You want multiples. And your energy, enthusiasm for the job, and your past experience in similar position. All right, those are fairly easy. Let's see what you had to say. Dear Sir, I'm writing this letter to express my interest in something. The position of Principal Project Coordinator advertised on Seek.com dated this. After the completion of my Master's of Information Systems degree, I secured a position with Press-Ganey Associates as a project coordinator. You know what? This doesn't really fit, okay? So basically, I'm writing this letter to express my interest in blah, 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 blah. I am confident that my skills and background fit this position perfectly, all right? Because now you're talking about your experience. It doesn't really belong up here. It's a little bit about what happened here. Hang on a second. Let me fix this. Okay, so basically, this sentence really just doesn't go here. It needs to go somewhere else. Here, you really just want to talk about why you're applying, that you really are convinced that you're the perfect person for the position. There are tons of different ways you could say this. I already told you what one of them is. All right. I am confident that my experience in project management, along with a degree in information systems, is adequate to perform well under this role. Okay, so check it out. This is fine, but it's not really the best way to write a cover letter. So, not is adequate, but is ideal to perform, hang on, let's try it again. I am confident that my experience in project management, along with my degree in information systems, is ideal to perform this role to the best of my abilities. All right, something like this. So, adequate and perform well, these are kind of wishy-washy. You're really trying to sell yourself, okay? Remember, it's a cover letter, so it's all about selling yourself and how good you are and how wonderful you are. So there's really very specific language for cover letters, okay? So keep that in mind. In fact, it might be worthwhile to look online for some cover letter samples. You can see what kind of language is used. It's pretty typical. I mean, you're really saying that, hey, you know, my experience and I are perfect for your organization. We are a great match. I'm convinced of that. Okay? Okay, so let's see. Having worked extensively in coordinating activities between departments to ensure that all projects under my belt are managed within their set deadlines, I've acquired exceptional organizational skills. All right, that's nice. With excellent interpersonal skills and work ethics, I'm confident that I will be an asset to your organization. That's nice. I will appreciate your going through. Now, this is a really weird grammar point, but you basically have two subjects. You have I, and then you have this going, but there's a change of subject. So it's not I again. So it has to be your going. Whenever you have a gerund like this, you should show the possession, like who is going. So it's you're going. It's complicated. There's better ways to explain it, but this is just a quick and dirty version. So I would, and honestly, I don't really like will here. I would appreciate your going through my resume, as it will provide you with further insight into my abilities to perform the job efficiently. I would like to be a part, not the part, a part of your organization, because it's not one part, it's one of many parts, so it should be a. I would like to be a part of your organization to acquire the knowledge and expertise in project management. Get rid of field here, you don't need it. Under the supervision of people who are developing world-class products. Thank you for your time and consideration. Yours faithfully, Reetu Singh. All right, the rest of it was perfect. Let's see. I am not convinced that you did this. Your past experience in a similar position. Okay, this. It didn't belong here. So what happens is that your coherence and cohesion, in other words, that whole section that talks about how you organize your paragraphs, this was wrong. This had no business being here. This had to be somewhere else, and you really should have developed it better and more. You did display some in energy and enthusiasm and your reasons for you to be hired. Those were fine. But for me, the weakest link here was this sentence, which both, one, didn't belong there, and two, should have been more analyzed, because it was really a whole bullet. Your past experience in a similar position, you should have analyzed it more. Okay? So there's some nice things happening in your essays. You've got some really good elements to your writing. I'm very happy about that. But there are some areas that I really want you to improve upon. So correct these essays based on this video correction. Add the errors to your error correction list, and of course send everything back to us with your next essays. Hopefully you'll use some of the things you've learned from this video to write your next essays. So thanks for writing, and good luck with writing more. I'll be waiting for the rest of your essays. Thanks a lot.